Wanna be just like you.
What up, what up, what up?
Happy Sunday, everyone.
Happy Sunday. Happy challenge start day. What's happening, everybody? Let us know where you're joining from.
Yes, we've been looking at all the places literally from all over the world. And I'm sure it's crazy different time zones for everyone. So thank you for joining us, whatever time you're in. Good morning, good afternoon.
Correct.
Good day.
Good
Good
day.
day.
I love it.
It's 9:30 a.m. where we are. So
Yeah. So welcome to the Summer Ready 2024 challenge kickoff.
it's here.
We're super excited, and it's here. Let's kick this thing off. So
Summer Ready.
Let's let some more people come in the chat. Let us know where you're joining from. Let's see what we got.
Yeah, while we let some more people come in, really the purpose of today, we want to go over if you have any more last minute questions. Some of you may not even know much about the challenge yet, so you're right on time to join us with the start tomorrow. The programs are live now, so we'll go over that and kind of what to expect, and then we'll answer any questions.
Yeah, we'll answer some
pretty
questions.
simple today.
Might even do a giveaway. Who knows?
Yes.
All right. Montreal, what's up? Turkey, wow. London, of course. We love London. We're still trying to plan our next trip to the
Back
UK.
to London. There's so much we have to do still in the UK in general. Exactly.
Yeah, we'll be back to the UK at some point.
Woohoo!
Wow, New York. We got people from all over. We figured this would be a good time. It's evening time, I'm sure, in Europe.
Before the games, if you're an NBA fan.
Yeah. And
cool.
All right, cool. Jacksonville, Florida. Wow, New Jersey. I love it. So let's get to it. So
awesome.
Let's talk simple. We're gonna keep it simple. If you've been joining our lives before, you know we've talked about this before, but we're gonna cover some things just in case you're new and you want to know what's going on with this challenge. So this is a 4-week Summer Ready challenge. I think this is our 4th edition.
I think so.
Of this challenge, and we're trying to make it bigger and better every year and trying to get more people involved with it. So this is a 4-week fat loss challenge. This is all about losing some body fat to help you feel more confident more than anything for the summer, but also if you want to lose some body fat, you're going to look good and feel good. So that's what this is all about. This is just your Kickstarter. We want you to continue on from this challenge with those same sort of values and habits that you built in these 4 weeks. So that's what it's all about. We're going to help you build some consistency, help you lose some body fat, shred up a little bit, and get you fit for the summer.
Yep. So the format of the program, so there's 2 different programs to follow. One's going to be follow along only, and one is going to be a circuit training program. The free version on the website will be made up of videos that are found on our YouTube channel, and then the follow along version on the app will include exclusive follow along versions that are not on the YouTube channel.
Yep.
And then the circuit training program will include 1 to 2 follow alongs per week, and it will include those exclusive workouts as well. So we found that with the circuit training, that's how we train ourselves. And even in our programs, there's 1 or 2 days a week where I'm like, I need to do a follow along today. Usually on those low motivation days where like towards the end of the week where it's been a long week. So we've found adding in a follow along or 2 in the circuit training has been helpful motivation wise for a lot of people. Yeah. So you will find those exclusive follow along workouts in the circuit training program as well. The format is going to be, there's about 2 to 3 strength days a week that are full body, and then there's going to be 2 to 3 hit days a week, just kind of depending on the week. But majority of it is going to be focused on, like he said, fat loss. So even those strength days, you'll go a little heavier than the hit days, but it's not going to be like 6 to 8 reps. It's not going to be super heavy like you might have seen in the Level Up 2.0. It's going to be more moderate strength for more maintenance. So it's not really a building muscle program. We're just trying to maintain some muscle.
Correct. So that's pretty much the difference. She covered it all.
Yay.
But let's talk about the free version.
Yes.
How to have access to that and how to get started with that. So the free version, the link is down in the description right now. The link is open. Once you get to that link, all you have to do is go to that intro page. It'll say join or participate. All you have to do is enter your email because we will be sending out some emails throughout the challenge to keep you involved and keep you updated. And just in case, we've had things even go wrong during the challenge where stuff wouldn't load, so we can at least inform you on what's going on just in case something happens.
And if you've already made an account on OBLA, then you can just log in with that account as well.
Exactly. So if you have a Google account or any email, you should be able to log in. And once you log in, it's completely free.
Woo!
You'll have access to the program. So once you get within the program, they'll have an overview. Just read that overview just so you understand what the program is about.
Yep.
And then you'll see day one all the way throughout the challenge. So you'll be able to just click it and it'll have a link to that day's video and you'll just be able to do that. Also, the cool thing about doing the free version is once you complete that workout, you can click complete and it'll show you that you completed that day just in case you'd like to keep track of your progress. Exactly. So it's a cool way to just kind of keep you consistent and keep you on track. So
And like he said, that's live now. You'll just go to the link in the description of this video, click on that link, follow all those instructions, and you'll have access to it. So again, the workouts are not being emailed to you. You'll go to the site each day to click on the workouts. And then the app version. So like we said, there's a follow along and a circuit training program in the app. And the app will also come with the program guides, nutrition guides, recipes, the one-on-one messaging. And then we're also going to try something new on the app this time around. We're going to do a weekly themed live. Is it going?
Yeah.
Oh, a weekly themed live where we're going to do different lives based on different themes. I can hear it. And so our week one theme is going to be consistency. So we're going to do a live this week where the questions and topic is going to be centered around consistency. So that just kind of gives you an idea of what questions to bring, or let's say when we do a nutrition one, you can bring all your nutrition questions, and just gives us a chance each week to kind of connect on the theme. So we're really excited about that because we've kind of toyed around with doing more themed lives, and I think it will be really helpful. And then we're also able to put the recordings of the lives on the app now. So even if you can't make those lives, you'll be able to rewatch them at a later time. So lots of other benefits on the app. And then, of course, the one-on-one messaging feature, which is also really important when it comes to doing a program, especially if you're trying to tailor it a little bit more to yourself, because these programs are not written just specifically for you, right? It's a basic overall program, but there are ways that you can make it more tailored to you, to yourself, to your fitness, and your goals. So lots and lots to offer on the app. Again, if you don't already have the app, it's free for the first 7 days. So you could even try doing the program on the app for the first 7 days. If the app's not for you, cancel at any time, and then you can revert to the website version. So really just whatever works better for you, your lifestyle. And the app is $14.99 a month. So $14.99, cancel at any time, and you do have the 7-day free trial.
7 days free, so that'll give you at least the first week to see if you like the app. And you can, again, I think that community on the app is the most valuable
100%.
thing. Just to kind of see people who are doing it along with you is super exciting. And it's exciting for us even when we just see everybody in the comments and in the feed getting after it. So
I just pinned the app. So if you're looking for the app, just click this link.
Right there.
It'll take you exactly where you need to go to download, and then you'll see where it says 7-day free trial.
Boom.
One thing I do want to mention, when you do the 7-day free trial, whatever you click, so if you do monthly or annual, that's what it will bill you after. So make sure if you don't want an annual subscription to be charged, you hit monthly. And then if you don't want a subscription at all, make sure you cancel before that 7-day trial ends.
And just for the record, if you have any sort of billing issues, unfortunately, we can't help you with that. But there is a billing section where you can ask for a chat and support. So if you have any billing issues, just hit the support in the app and they got you covered. Cool. All right. So
that's the difference between the two.
Yeah, that's pretty much the difference. And we wanted to keep it super simple this year. We don't want you looking for the challenge or feeling left out. Again, the free version, all you have to do is go to onebodyla.com/summerready24. We got that linked in the description. Hit that link, press join, enter your email, and you'll have access to the challenge. It's that easy.
Easy.
So, and then same thing with the app. Hit that link up there, download the app. It'll take you right to our page, and you'll see everything. There'll be everything listed out in tabs. There are other programs on there that you can do. But if you're here for the Summer Ready Challenge, it'll be right there.
And one difference between the website and the app too, as far as the program, on the website, you'll see the entire program already written out. On the app, we are dropping it week by week. So we're taking each week, 1 week at a time. And so if you get on the app and you just see week 1, the rest of it will be dropped each consecutive Sunday. So don't freak out. You're seeing the right thing. You'll just see week 1 this week. So yeah. And then also in the app, like I said, send us any questions. So if you do have trouble, because it's a new thing for you, especially if you're coming from YouTube, it may take a minute to navigate the app or figure it out. So please send us any questions. There's no dumb questions. There's been times someone sent us a question, and by the time we go to answer, they're like, never mind, I figured it out. So it does take some time to get used to it and just kind of navigate, but I'd rather you ask and get help with it than try to figure it out and you can't, and then it's kind of like, this is only a 4-week program. It's not a lot of time. So yeah.
All right. Cool. So I want to give you all some not secret advice. I'm gonna give you all some tips on how to maximize this challenge. So this is a 4-week challenge. We only have 28 days essentially.
28 days
to help you build some strength, lose some body fat, and just honestly build a routine. That's what this is all about. Once you have that routine set, nothing can stop you because you're consistent. You're almost like you're hyper focused on it, and it's something that you'll find that you need every single day. So some tips to stay on track with this challenge is, of course, I know this sounds like we repeat this every challenge, but stay consistent, man. Just like we use this, we have the community feed on the app for a reason, just because we want people to help each other stay consistent, right? And that's the biggest downfall for a lot of people when it comes to reaching their goals, is they're not consistently doing the things that they need to do in order to reach that actual goal. So this challenge is all about teaching you to push through it even when you don't want to, and understanding that those are sometimes the best days sometimes. So staying consistent is going to give you the best chance of seeing the best results. Whether you're in it for strength, in it for losing body fat, or in it to just build that routine, that's what's going to help you the most. So again, we got your support if you need us with that consistency.
Yeah. And then one thing, I see people asking what time the challenge drops on the website. It's live now. And again, the link is in the description. So we want to reiterate saying that for people that watch this later, because if I put the link in now, they may not find that through the chat. So in the description, the link is right there. Click on that and it will take you exactly to the website. And again, you'll hit join, put in your email or log in. You may already have an account, and then you'll see that program. So the link is in the description of this live video here. So if you hit description, first link you'll see.
For sure.
And it's live now. So if you go there now, put in your email or log in, you'll see everything pop up. So the whole program is on the website already, and then week 1 of the circuit and follow along is live in the app.
Cool. All right. I have to check and make sure, but I think we're good to go.
Yep.
All right, cool. Cool.
So yeah, so we'll, is there anything else?
That's it. Any keys to success for this challenge? Anything? Oh, come on now. You got to talk about it.
One thing, I do want to answer this really quick. Someone said, does anyone from the UK want to motivate each other? So that's another good point. He brought up the community tab. And so in the community tab on the app and on our Facebook group, we'll be doing daily posts as well to kind of keep each other motivated. So if you don't find someone to physically do it with you, hop on that community tab on the app or the Facebook group, and you will find lots of people doing it with you, and maybe even someone from the UK or where you're at that may want to hold you accountable. So that's a really good point. So if you're not doing it on the app, hop on the Facebook group. You'll see so many people. And then there's people that are not doing it too, that are maybe doing a different program or just maybe not following this one for whatever reason. And they're still encouraging you throughout the challenge. So
that'd be a cool idea for the next challenge. We'd do like a region.
A state,
like some teams.
Different stations of teams.
Like team East Coast, West Coast, UK. That'd be cool.
Yep.
All right. Thanks for the idea. Appreciate it. But any keys to success for the challenge? Come on, let's talk about nutrition now.
100% nutrition. So if you're not doing it on the app, there is that nutrition guide that's extremely helpful, but just some overall things. Number 1, prioritize your protein. And What I mean by that is just making protein is the satiating nutrient, but it's also helpful in your recovery. It's also helpful in maintaining that muscle. And especially when you do a fat loss challenge, there's usually a calorie deficit that goes along with that. And when you're in a calorie deficit, you don't want to sacrifice more muscle because then that decreases your metabolism and slows down the rate at which you're burning fat. So if the point of this program is fat loss, you want to maintain as much muscle as possible throughout that because it's only going to accelerate that fat loss, right? So in doing that, of course, the strength training is important, but recovering from that strength training is going to take prioritizing your protein. And the next question is going to be, how much protein do I need? It varies on your activity level. It varies on your current muscle mass, your height and weight, your goals. Exactly. So usually a good rule of thumb is a gram per goal body weight. So if I'm 120, I would aim for 120, give or take, grams per day. So it just depends on a lot of different factors. And also, this is a whole nother topic, but I was reading this article about the more sedentary you are, the more protein you actually need. So, which is a whole other thing I've been looking into because I've always thought the opposite. The more you work out, the more protein, which is also true. But when you're sedentary, you're really needing more protein to help with that muscle, which is a whole other topic. But all in all, protein is important. If you are vegan or vegetarian, you're someone who doesn't eat meat, that might be a little bit more difficult to get in the protein, but it is still possible. It may take just really focusing in on the foods that you are eating and making sure they're more nutrient dense so you're getting that protein in before reaching your calorie levels. But it is absolutely possible. We know lots of vegans and vegetarians who get in their protein.
It comes in volume, but
yes, exactly.
It's definitely possible to get it in.
And then if you are not vegan or vegetarian, getting in leaner cuts of protein is always going to be a good option. But yeah, that would be my advice for nutrition, because once you prioritize that protein, that keeps you full to where it also regulates your blood sugar and you're not craving some of those other things. So it's not telling you, don't eat chips and don't eat chocolate chip cookies. We don't even have to tell you that, because once you're satiated from the proper nutrients, it kind of helps with those cravings. Exactly. Where you're not craving the, someone wrote lentils, split peas, all of those are great options if you're vegan or vegetarian for protein. So that's just something that will help you without having to deprive yourself or make it like, I'm not eating cookies for the next 4 weeks. It doesn't even have to be that deep. It can just be, I'm focusing on the nutrients, and then those nutrients will help me to allow me to feel more full and satisfied, to where if you do have something sweet after dinner, it's a little bit, and then you're like, oh, I'm done, So.
All right. Well, there's your nutrition spill.
And hydration. And that's the next thing.
For sure. Sure. So, that's pretty much it. We'll open it up for some questions, and then that'll pretty much do it.
Yes. I did see one question I want to answer while you guys drop more questions in the chat. Can we do both circuit and follow along?
Yeah.
That's a great question. So what I always recommend is focusing on one. So let's say you're focusing on the circuit training, and then let's say you do the circuit workout in the morning, and then in the afternoon you like to do the follow along. Or let's say you get through the circuit in 40 minutes, but you've got more time and you want to knock out the follow along, totally fine too. What I always recommend is focus on one, and then if you want to add in the other, great. But let's say something comes up one day and you don't get in that second workout, then it's totally fine. You're still finishing one program. You're still getting in the progressive overload of one program. And so that way you don't feel the pressure to have to do 2 workouts every day. But some of the workouts, for example, one of the cardio workouts in the challenge is 20 minutes. If you usually work out for 45 minutes, repeat that workout. And we put some of those tips in the description as well. It is okay to repeat a workout, especially some of those shorter ones, because again, like he said, there's only 28 days in this challenge, So if you've got more left in the tank, by all means, do the other workout from the follow along or the circuit, or repeat a workout. But we also want to be mindful that some people, let's say you're beginning, 20 minutes may be plenty for you on some days. So we never want you to feel like you have to do both or you have to do two. Focusing on one and getting the most out of that one program is more than enough for some people.
For
So
sure.
it really depends on you, your fitness level, and what you feel like is more challenging for your body in an efficient way.
Yep. Should we use moderate or heavier weights for this challenge? So,
Ooh, good question.
so that's a good question. So there'll still be some strength training. Like the foundation of this program is still strength training. So we still want you to challenge yourself with those heavier weights when it comes to those strength days. But when it comes to the high intensity days, especially with the days with dumbbells, it's not about how heavy you can go. Obviously, do a weight that's still challenging enough for you, but that day is not about strength. That day is about moving your body as fast as possible with as little resistance, right? So it's just about adding and being dynamic with the dumbbells. So I'd say have some super light weights and then obviously have some weights that can challenge you on those strength days. But there'll definitely be a mixture, and obviously there'll be some body weight stuff as well too in the challenge too. So
Yep. Let's see. Is it normal to feel like you're gaining weight when you start lifting heavier, although the goal is to be lean? So one thing I kind of want to pick apart here is like to remember what weight is. It's not just body fat. So weight could also be muscle, could be water, things like that. So when you are lifting heavier, the goal there, I'm assuming, would be to build muscle because that's why you're usually lifting heavier.
Yeah.
And if you're building muscle, that requires putting on weight because you're adding something to your body, right? So 100% you should be gaining weight if you're building muscle. Then the portion of, although the goal is to be lean, increasing muscle mass makes you leaner. So being lean doesn't mean the weight on the scale is going down. Being lean means you have less body fat.
Correct.
And more muscle mass is going to increase the rate at which you're burning body fat. So you could be leaner and your scale could go up 10 pounds and you look smaller,
You can.
right?
It's possible.
So keep that in mind when we look at the scale. I know the scale is a scary place sometimes. Like for all of us, we go through that. So keep that in mind. If you're lifting heavy, that goal there is you're building muscle, trying to get lean, because to be lean, you have to have muscle to see, right? So it's impossible to be toned and lean with zero muscle mass. So keep that in mind. There's phases. And if you're someone that really, really looks at the scale, I would recommend different ways of measuring your progress. So getting a DEXA scan to get your body fat tested, or having a pair of jeans, or maybe taking pictures is a really good way as well. So measurements, tape measurements, exactly. And try, I know it's hard and easier said than done, but try not to focus on the scale, but more so your goal. So.
Yeah. And basically what she's saying is if you're trying to lose weight, because a lot of people always, that's like the biggest, most searched thing in the fitness industry is how to lose weight. And what most people don't understand is what you're probably talking about when you want to lose weight is lose body fat, right? If you want to lose weight, you're going to lose muscle and body fat. But most people want to look toned. They want to look strong, confident, lean. That's going to require to lose body fat. So that's not going to correlate directly to your scale.
100%.
Like she said, you could be 10 pounds or you could be 5 pounds heavier and look completely different.
So 2 people in the comments just said too, I've gained weight, but my clothes don't indicate that.
Yeah.
But more people think I look smaller, but I feel like I'm gaining weight. That is exactly what I mean. Those are great progressions. That means you're doing the right thing. But the scale is your muscle, it's your body fat, it's your water weight, it's so many other, your skeleton, it's so many other things besides just body fat. So that's why it's important to have other measurements of body fat besides just the scale, because the scale doesn't say this is your body fat, right? The scale is a number on the scale.
Right.
So
and don't develop any like non-realistic numbers. Like people always put a number on their weight and you don't really know what that even looks like, honestly. Especially if you're still looking to get strong, build strength, and have some muscle mass. A lot of times, people want to say, I want to lose 50 pounds, but don't really understand that like that might not be healthy for you and your body type. You know what I mean? So just kind of understand it, base it off of how you feel, the food that you're eating, and try to look at it in the sense of losing body fat and not staring at the scale all the time.
And like one perfect example right now, at one point I was like, oh my goodness, I've already gained 10 pounds, but my clothes still, like I still could fit in the same clothes, but it was just baby, and then you look up like your uterus is more weight, the baby has a weight, right? There's so many things inside of me that have weight that don't necessarily mean it's body fat gain. So my arms and legs still looked the same, but things inside of me were growing that I may not see, right? So think of it like that too, where if your muscle, your tricep, your quads, your chest, if all of those things put on even just a little bit of muscle, all of that adds up to a couple of pounds that you see on the scale, but you may not look at your body and be like, oh my goodness, I've gained so much body fat, right?
The scale is honestly more detrimental to people than they think. We try to tell people to use it. I think somebody just mentioned it. Use it as a gauge, just to kind of see where you are, but don't let that be the ultimate indicator of your actual results. So,
and maybe one day I'll put this up somewhere. But when I was bikini bodybuilding, my first show, I was 107 pounds on stage.
On what?
107, and my feedback from the judges was put on more muscle, build more glutes, et cetera, et cetera. My second show, I was 116 pounds on stage and looked leaner. I came in tighter. I came in much leaner, and that's 9 pounds. So if I had just been hyper-focused on the scale pre-show, I would have been like, oh my goodness, I'm not ready. I still need to lose 9 more pounds. Why am I not as small as last time, right? It had nothing to do with the scale. That first show, I cut too fast and lost a lot of muscle, right? That second show, I had taken some time, put on a lot of muscle, and then when I lost body fat, I was left with muscle and skeleton essentially, but I was so much leaner, but I was almost 10 pounds heavier.
That's crazy.
And one day I'll show those pictures and you'll see exactly what I mean. So building muscle, all in all, yes, you will gain weight. It is very important. So cool. Let's see. Do we sign up for this challenge? No sign up.
Well,
the only thing you're signing up for is to join the free challenge on the website. You'll put your email in there. As far as
we already got some people jumping in.
Yeah, guys, the challenge is on the website. We can see the people coming through here.
It might be maybe on the mobile sometimes it's laggy, but if it's messed up on the mobile, just go on like a desktop and you should be able to sign up.
Yeah. And as far as the app, there's also no sign up for the challenge. You'll just sign up for the app, but the app also has all of our other challenges and everything else. So you'll probably see people on the app that are not doing Summer Ready. They might be finishing up Level Up 2.0 or finishing another program that they started. So the app is just the app and the Summer Ready programs on there. So nothing extra to sign up for.
Yeah.
Cool.
Any more questions? We're here for you. We're excited to start again. If you're just joining, April 20. Today's April. I feel like May is right around the corner, but April 29th tomorrow. If you're overseas right now, it's probably already tomorrow, so you can get this challenge started today. If you want to get a head start today, go ahead and do so. But yeah, you can. That's another question that somebody might ask. Do I have to do every single day based on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday? Can I take a rest day in between? You absolutely can. Like, this is based on 5 days a week. So, and with an optional day if you want to do that as well. So if you want to do Monday and Tuesday's workout and then take a break on Wednesday, something that I would probably do on a Sunday, then you could take that Wednesday off, go Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and then take Sunday off again and then get started back Monday. So you can split it up however you need to. We understand everybody's schedule is different. Sometimes that Tuesday you got that big meeting when you can't, you know what I'm saying, do your workout in the morning. So you can split it up however you need to.
Kelsey asked, when do you know how to increase the weight? So we actually did a full podcast on this too.
Your guide to lift heavier.
Boom. That's it. And so if you go to Reducing Toya podcast channel or wherever you listen to podcasts, we literally did an entire podcast on when to increase weight. So go check that out. In short, if it's not challenging enough, if you're getting way past the recommended weights, those are some cues to increase the weight. But definitely go check out that podcast as well.
Somebody said, what about building muscle? Again, the cool thing about doing it, especially on the app, is you can make those modifications if you're looking to build muscle also throughout this challenge as well. So usually with building muscle, just to give you a quick tip, go heavier. Go a lot heavier with a lot of the exercises. Be smart about it, obviously, but challenge yourself to go heavier with a lot of the lifts, and then challenge yourself to increase that weight even if it's 2.5 to 5 pounds every week or every couple of weeks, that's going to help you build some muscle and get some more size. And also in those high intensity days too as well, you can up the weight just a little bit, but make sure it's a good weight that you can move your body and get some swift movement with those high intensity workouts. So definitely a great program if you're looking to put on some muscle and some size too as well.
Oh, yeah. Is there a personalized diet plan? No. So we actually do not write personalized meal plans. 2 reasons. One, that's not our scope of practice. That would be more of a dietitian. And number 2, we want you to look at nutrition as an approach of what is going to work for me as a lifestyle and not a diet. Because usually you can write a diet for yourself, follow it for 3 weeks, and as soon as you're sick of it, you're binging and you're back to the old habits. So we like to kind of teach habits and make changes to a lifestyle versus just eat this every single day. And it's okay to eat the same thing every day. There are times where in a week I can eat the same thing
every day for lunch.
Over and over, literally every day. So if you're someone who's like that, that is totally fine,
perfect.
but it doesn't have to be, I have to eat this, right? If I'm craving something else for lunch, I'll make that instead, you know? So in the app, there's not a personalized diet plan, but there's a nutrition guide to help you approach nutrition in a way that works best for you. Some people like to track macros. Some people do not agree with tracking macros. It's totally up to you and your preference and what's going to work for you as a lifestyle and not just something that you're like, all right, 4 weeks, I'm going to do this, and you're just struggling and suffering the entire time.
For sure.
That's not how your nutrition should be. So we want you to incorporate foods that you enjoy, cooking things you enjoy, and just making it in a way that fits your goals.
Think like a diet, if you're trying to follow a diet, that means it's something that you're doing temporarily. If it's something that you can't follow forever for the rest of your life, then it's not sustainable. So that's why we always like to look at nutrition as just eating intuitively, knowing what's good for your body. Everybody's body is different. Your body's going to require something. Obviously, me and Toya's bodies, especially with her being pregnant, requires completely different nutrients.
Lots more food.
Lots more food. I mean, we pretty much eat the same meals. So, like, just eat intuitive, learn about your body, learn more about foods, and nutrition will become a lot more simple. I think a lot of people are overcomplicating it, looking at all these different opinions on what to eat, what not to eat. Eat whatever makes your body feel good. That's what Juice and Toy is always going to preach. Because it's just getting ridiculous. People say, "Oh, eating bananas is bad for your brain health." I'm like, I mean, like, come on, man. Like, at some
this point, we're gonna start eating rocks.
We're gonna be eating rock food.
But then the dirt might be bad
exactly,
for us. So
exactly. So eat whatever makes your body feel good. Be more intuitive with your eating, and that is the most efficient way to kind of change your lifestyle and eat in a way that's going to help you reach your goals. So.
Yeah. Zara, the app is pinned at the top. So just click that link and it'll take you to the app.
Correct.
And then where can I find recipes in the app? In the nutrition tab. So that's where you'll find the recipes. And then the nutrition guide will be in the extras tab.
And I know some of you are asked before, are you going to add some new recipes? We want to, but one thing we do want to prioritize in this challenge is doing a live recipe.
Yes, we're going to cook with you.
We're going to cook with you on the app. So we'll pick a day so you can kind of prep, get your groceries, and then we'll say a certain day, go get your groceries, and we'll all cook together and have a good time and eat.
The link to the website challenge is in the description.
Yes.
And then once you go to that link, don't just go to onebodyla.com. Go to the link in the description, onebodyla.com/summer24. Click on that link and you can't miss it. The link takes you right to it.
Yeah. Okay.
Cool. All right. Well, if we don't have any other challenge questions, again, we'll be in the app. One thing about the app messages, again, we try to keep the questions Monday through Friday. We try to stick to answering them there just to keep it, kind of business hours. But maybe today we'll go through because we know we'll have some new people ready for the challenge. So we'll definitely be on there today.
Yeah.
But normally try to keep your questions Monday through Friday. You can ask them on the weekends. We may not get back to you till Monday.
Yeah.
But with that being said, do allow us 24 to 48 hours to respond because we get tons of messages daily. And so with that, if you have a question like for today, try to look ahead at the program and the circuit program, if you're doing that, go to some of the circuit programs and kind of take a look at it and see if you have any other questions, because that way you're not starting a workout, you have a question right now, and then we don't get back to you until the workout's over, right? Yeah. So try to look ahead. You can start the workouts ahead of time. Just hit start and end workout. It's not going to mess anything up.
Nah, not at all.
So yeah, that way we can answer your questions before you get to the workouts. So cool.
Good questions. Any more questions? Real quick, somebody says, what exactly is circuit training? Real quick, I'll try to do it in 30 seconds. Go. Circuit training is basically, it's different than follow along training. Basically, circuit training is, let's say we give you 3 exercises and we have you doing 3 sets of those exercises for 12 reps. You'll do each exercise for those 12 reps, and then you'll go back to the top of that circuit, and then you'll complete that for however many sets that we designate. So that is pretty much circuit training in 30 seconds. Boom.
Boom. And progressive overload. Extremely important.
It's important to increase your weights over time as well, but it's a lot more efficient for people to circuit train than follow along, just because you got ability to track your weights and see how much stronger you're getting. So.
Also, 2 people are talking about health insurance and scales and BMI, and I just want to say, couldn't agree more. Like, could not agree more. That is so outdated. It's actually insane.
BMI is
and
a scam.
that should be a whole nother podcast. Yes, both of you, I agree. It's just so outdated, and nowhere in there does it talk about muscle. We're about to go on another tangent. I agree 100%.
According to that, I'm obese.
Yeah. Yeah. So it's crazy. It's crazy how so much of that is so outdated. And insane. But that's a whole other topic. But 100%.
Anyways, I want to do a giveaway alert.
Yes. And one other thing I'll say before we end on the giveaway is make sure you're paying attention to your emails. And if you're on the app, I think some people still may not know about this. Make sure you're checking the stories too, because we'll be doing prizes on the stories. We'll be doing prizes in the community page. So kind of check the app daily. We'll be doing some pop-up prizes on the app through there too. If you don't know how to find the stories, it'll be a little circle at the top, just like Instagram or Facebook. It'll be the circle around our profile pictures. So definitely check the stories daily. Check the community page. We'll be doing some prizes and giveaways.
Yeah, we're always giving away some stuff. But yeah, all right, I'm gonna do a giveaway just for y'all sticking along with us along this launch day. So tomorrow we are dropping a brand new podcast. Thank you for patiently waiting for these podcasts.
Yay.
If you didn't know, we're hiring some people to help us out a little bit so we can be a lot more consistent across all of our platforms. So tomorrow we're dropping a brand new podcast on our Juice and Toya podcast YouTube channel. If you don't know, go check it out right now, man. We're dropping some gems, and we're really trying to simplify fitness for you all so that you can have some helpful information. And for a lot of people, it's been life-changing just because they've been able to break it down for what it is and not for what the internet tells you it is sometimes. Yeah. So go check out the podcast. But tomorrow we're releasing an episode about trusting the program. So all of that program is just about that podcast is about just really sticking to a program as best you can, even on those days where you don't feel like it, you're lazy. That's what getting through a program is all about. It's hard. It's not comfortable by any means. You got to get comfortable with getting uncomfortable with these programs, but just helping you understand the importance of a program and how following it to a T can give you the best chance at getting results. And also we gave some tips on how you can make modifications to a program and make it still effective. It doesn't take anything away from the program. So what I want you to do, for all of you in the chat and everybody listening and watching this live in the replay, we want you to go over to the Juice and Toya podcast YouTube channel and drop a comment on a couple things that you learned within that podcast that you want to implement into this Summer Ready challenge.
On tomorrow's podcast.
Tomorrow's podcast. It's going to drop on the Juice and Toya YouTube channel, so keep that in mind. And then I'm going to pick a winner by Tuesday at the end of the day. I'm gonna say
end of the day
Tuesday. So you got until tomorrow. I'm going to premiere it today. You got until tomorrow when it drops in the morning until Tuesday at the end of the day to drop 2 things you learned from that podcast that you really found helpful. And honestly, I think it's helpful. I mean, I listened back to it and I was like, oh, wow, yeah.
It was a good one.
It was a good one. So definitely go check that out and go listen to our other podcasts, man. I think it really will help a lot of people if you just kind of give it a chance and listen to it. So yeah, that's my shameless plug.
giveaway time. So again, tomorrow's podcast, go check it out.
Yeah.
Drop a comment on 2 things you learned, and we'll choose a winner.
Correct.
Simple.
So, simple. Oh, one more
Yay.
question. Somebody said, Juice, you're going to drop some new barbell workouts. Honestly, that's on the queue. I want to. We just don't have a gym to film in where I can throw some barbells around.
Yep.
So until then, we definitely want to implement a lot of different workouts on the channel. But if you're not doing the challenge, you don't care about any of this stuff going on today, we're dropping some new content every single week. So don't matter. We got some
We'll
new workouts.
also be putting some circuit, I guess I will be putting circuit prenatal workouts in as well, just from some of the things that I've been doing. And he's going to be putting in some of his gym workouts as well. So that's another way we can get in some gym workouts for those of you that are back in the gym and just want a good workout, especially if you're using barbells, kettlebells, things like that. But also feel free to use those things in the circuit training as well. So cool. All right. If you're rewatching this back, the link for the website is in the description. Put the click the description, click the link. It'll take you right to the website. Again, sign up with your email. Excuse me. If you already have an account, log in.
Yeah.
That's it. It's that simple. And then if you're doing the challenge on the app, that link is pinned to this chat as well as in the description.
Yeah.
Click the link. It will take you to the app. Click the link. It will take you to the app.
Say it one more time.
Click the link. It will take you to the app. We still have people that try to find the app. Just click the link. Makes it so easy. So click the link. It'll take you to the app.
Click the link. It'll take you
and that's it. There's no additional signups, nothing else. You'll see the programs, both the circuit and the follow along in those tabs. So that's it.
All right. So if you sign up for that free challenge, put your email, put an email that you pay attention to in there to sign up, because we will be sending out some emails, maybe some pop-up prizes, maybe some helpful information. Heck, we might even throw in a curveball and change the program up and throw in an even more recent workout. So just kind of keep your email in there, and you'll be good to go.
Wonderful.
All right. Well,
All right,
we
everyone.
appreciate y'all for joining us.
Thank you. Happy Sunday.
We're going to go enjoy some brunch together. We're going to kick this thing off the right way, all three of us. And we'll see. Oh, you sign us off to it.
I thought you said I signed you off. I was like,
No,
we're still here.
You're supposed to say, I
yes,
see you
so
at the
thank
next
you
one.
for joining us. We're excited for this challenge. Look out for a live on Wednesday.
Yeah.
And we'll see you all at the next one.
Nailed it.
I thought you said you signed us off, and I thought I hit